Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I just came away from that game being very underwhelmed by Nebraska. So there's two ways to look at it. A win's a win. It is a Big 12 opponent in Cincinnati. Is this Nebraska team going to be the same Nebraska team we see any final week of the season? No, it's not. But when you spend the entire offseason talking about Dylan Raiola and his development, all of these elite wide receivers, how the passing game is going to be the focal point of this attack, and then you come out and Dylan Raiola looks like he hasn't developed at all since the end of last season. I mean, what did the Nebraska coaching staff tell us by their game plan tonight? 42 passing attempts tells me that they want this to be the Dylan Raiola show. And when you only have 42 pass attempts and you're only averaging 5.78 yards per attempt, 243 yards on 42 total pass attempts, that's not good enough. What did he struggle with last year? Throwing with anticipation, sustaining long drives, and stepping up and making the big throws when they needed him to. And guys, I'll be completely honest, Dylan Raiola looked like the exact same player that we saw last year. Where's the development at? Where's the improved ability to throw with anticipation? Because I didn't see it. He loved the check down tonight, and he just wasn't seeing the full field well. And again, that's something he struggled with last year. Now, are there positives overall with Nebraska? Absolutely. The defense looked pretty damn good. I will say the lack of adjustments coming out at the second half was a little worrying. They got out-coached in that second half, plain and simple. And I'm not the biggest Scott Satterfield guy, so that's saying something. And while I'm no fan of Dylan Raiola, as much as we heard about this receiving core, Hunter, Key, Barney, what did those guys do tonight to show you that they're ready to take that next step? Because I didn't really see that either. I mean, this game could have gone Cincinnati's way at so many different points. There were a lot of balls on the ground that just didn't bounce Cincinnati's way. And when the talent mismatch is as big as it was tonight, and it was definitely noticeable, Nebraska's bigger, faster, and stronger. But they let Cincinnati hang around. They didn't put them away. It got very Nebraska-y towards the end of that game. If they play a competent thrower of the football at all, no offense to Brendan Sorsby, but yikes, that was just a rough outing from him. Credit to the Nebraska defense for pressuring him, for confusing him. But yeah, that's not a good quarterback on the other side. But if they would have played a competent passer, they do not win this game. But when you see people like Josh Pate predicting 10-2, you start to hear the buzz. Nebraska's a sleeper pick for the playoff. As of August 28th at 9:52 on the West Coast, Dylan Raiola is not good enough to take them there. Can he improve throughout the course of the season? Yes, he can. But guys, he doesn't see the field well. He doesn't throw with anticipation. And in my opinion, he's just simply not the guy that Nebraska fans think he is or think that he can be. So in my opinion, good overall win for Nebraska, but Matt Rule has to get out of that podcast studio. Dylan Raiola has to stop cosplaying as another guy. And they need to get a hell of a lot better, because if they play like they did tonight against the Michigans, against the USCs, they're not going to be 10-2, and they're not going to make the college football playoff.